You feel it, baby. You feel it. Don't you feel the energy?
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Hold on.
I'm about to say, oh Lord, but yeah, I know it's hold on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. We have been gone for a couple of weeks, had a couple things go on that we had to attend to. It was time for a break, if you will.
It was homecoming time. I mean, we ain't gonna lie to you. It was homecoming time.
It was homecoming.
We went back home to Louisiana, went back to our alma mater, Grambling. I'm sorry, not Grambling, the Grambling State University.
Did.
We got that homecoming dub today. Saw a lot of friends, saw the family, had a lot of laughs, drunk a lot, ate good. It was just a good week to be back home, man. I felt the energy. I wanted to be a little bit better. I think we could do a little bit better though. I wanted to be packed out the absolute best every single home game.
Nah, that joint was packed though.
And homecoming. It was packed.
Yeah, that joint was packed.
It was packed, man.
It was even some on the other side. But
yeah.
If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This is GNC Sports Talk, where we
do it for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you did.
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Before we get going in these comments, want to make sure y'all pay attention to a couple housekeeping rules, if you will. I'm stealing this from other people.
Yes, sir.
A couple housekeeping rules I need y'all to do. Make sure y'all comment one. That's cool, right? Make sure you do this too. That is like, subscribe, share. Make sure you do that, man. You know what I'm saying? What we want to welcome all the newcomers here. We love you already. You are in for a heck of a treat.
Yep.
Want to make sure we thank the repeat offenders, replay viewers, all that good stuff.
If it weren't for y'all, it wouldn't be no us.
It wouldn't be no us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, before we get going, like we said, we got to make sure we tune into the comments real quick. We almost done with our housekeeping things, but good evening, everybody. That's from my cousin, LaShawn.
What up, though?
How you doing? Lovely to see you again. Hello from my mother. Everybody say hey to mama.
What up, mama?
That's the one that they put on for us. #1 sports podcast for Grambling State Homecoming 2024. I love it. 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 Not sure what that is, but we're gonna roll with. Oh, and good evening.
Good evening.
She says good evening. Yes. Thank y'all for all of that. Thank y'all for the comments. Y'all make sure y'all put them in there. Here we love music at GNC Sports Talk, and we want to make sure we share that love of music with y'all.
Got to.
Like we do at the end of every episode. If this is your first time tuning in, we love music. We want to make sure that you know that we love it. We want to hear from y'all, and we'll also give y'all our picks. We ourselves give you 2 picks a piece every week. Something just to remind you, remind you of us, bump to, whatever it may be, right? We want to make sure we hear from y'all. So if you will, we want to know what you're listening to. We want to know what you're listening to by putting an M in the comments and putting the artist, the song, the album, whatever it may be, your pop, your bop, your sock, your rock, whatever it may be, we want you to put it in there. We will highlight that at the end of the episode. That is music picks. Once again, put an M next to whatever song, artist, album, all that good stuff.
Got to.
And we'll make sure we highlight that at the end of the show.
And I can't wait. I think, I believe we both have some good picks for y'all for sure. I just discovered one of the records, now we're going to say at the end of the episode. But yeah, we're going to hit y'all with some new knowledge.
That's a bit. That's a bit. Good evening, G.R. Houston Jacks. How you doing? How you doing?
What up, G?
I can put an S at the end. Jack, not Jacks. Sorry. Reasonable doubt. Shameless plug. Yes. Well, without further ado, we got a few things to get to because we've been going and a lot's been going on.
A lot been going on, man.
A lot's been going on. So right now, we're in the thick of it. This is for a sports person like
the best time.
Make you lose your mind, right?
Yeah, man.
So you got the World Series going on.
Yep.
The WNBA finals just ended.
Yes, sir.
You got football in full swing, college, high school, and professional. And you have basketball starting up professional-wise. College basketball will be getting ready to start up soon. And I'm not sure about high school, but I know it ain't far behind. If it ain't already started.
Right. It probably already started, man.
Having said all that,
yep,
we're going to go ahead and start with football because that is the most important thing that we got on the agenda right now. Once again, that is Carrie. I am Gary. Where do you want to start?
Let's start out. You already know it. Let's start with college football first, man.
All right, what
I
you
want
got?
to start off with college football. I have to say this. You said it first when we were just talking about sports, but the new college football alignment with the Pac-12, some of those Pac-12 schools leaving to go to the Big Ten,
Big 12.
Big 12,
No, you're right. Big
Big
12,
10,
Big 10.
Big 12, Big 10
Mm-hmm.
has absolutely been the best thing that they could have thought of. At first, I wasn't on board. I was kind of mid to it, and then you know what? I said, all right, cool. Once everything started kicking off, everything started looking a little bit better than I thought. And I just want to give a big shout out to the new college football alignment. Been some good games. These past 3 weeks, if you haven't been paying attention, have been some real good games. Classic games. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, Oregon beat Ohio State. The week before that, Michigan went to Washington. Washington beat Michigan. Alabama. I mean, I ain't trying to no disrespect, but Alabama lost to Vanderbilt.
Hey, you trying to lay it down right quick before we see y'all.
And Alabama also lost Tennessee.
It's cool, man.
Good game. I mean, good game. But what I can say right now, I think it's still up in the air. I don't know who's gonna win, man. We thought Texas was the real deal, but hey, psych. That's the wrong number. They wasn't ranked number 1, not no more. They were good until they wasn't. They played trash teams until they played the dog and had some dogs in them.
The dog.
They played some trash today until a dog came up in their house and tore their house up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. I think right now Georgia, they are ranked number 1 right now. They may be the best team, even though they lost to Alabama. They lost to Alabama. How they came back, I have no earthly idea. But it's been a lot of good games. I like what I've been seeing. Even
So the biggest thing from this past weekend, like you said, Texas lost to Georgia. Georgia was ranked number 5. Texas was ranked number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: people were like, "Oh, Texas is gonna win the first year in the SEC, which is arguably the best conference in college football, or the strongest, or whatever you want to say." Right? We here said, "Ain't no way that's happening." Not the first year. Mm-hmm. They're very good from what we've seen.
Right.
But now that you're in the thick of the schedule and you going up against SEC powerhouses, the ones that rule it,
yep.
We see what'll happen. Yes, Alabama lost again, like I told you. That's why I don't get upset until you was talking to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Made me feel away. But this ain't your mama's and daddy's Alabama right here. This is a different Alabama. This ain't ran by Nick Saban. So these results right now not gonna be the same.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they took another L to Tennessee. And then I'll address some of those things later, not in the whole I'm upset thing, but it might sound like it, right? But I want to really talk about some of these smaller teams that are really showing up, or the unknowns in a sense, and why the college football playoff going to a 12-team deal means something different, right? Mm-hmm. What we have here is a BYU that is undefeated.
Yep.
They are in the Big 12.
And they undefeated in general or just in the Big 12?
No, in general.
In general, okay.
In general, they're undefeated. You have a Miami that's still undefeated. No matter how people scratch it or whatever, they're still undefeated. You have an Iowa State that is still undefeated. These are teams that you don't typically see do this, right?
Clemson.
You got Clemson. They just undefeated ACC. They got their 1 loss. You have, here we go, Indiana. We were talking about them last year. Indiana is still undefeated.
Man, you know what? Now I'm looking at it as well. I'm not sleeping on Texas A&M.
No, Texas A&M had they big loss against Notre Dame in a sense, and they've shaken back.
They shook back.
You have SMU, even though they have 1 loss, they're 21. SMU is in a hotbed of talent. You know, their first year in the ACC. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And then also one that you got to give a shout out to, especially because. 2 that you got to give a shout out to, especially because of the armed services. Army and Navy are still undefeated.
Man,
I understand I got to cheer for Marcus Freeman because you know what I'm saying. We got to sit up there and do what we got to do. But for the irony of it all, kind of want Navy and Army to beat Notre Dame. Like, wouldn't that shake up the world?
I would love to see that, man.
Wouldn't that shake up the world?
I would love to see that. It's but man, it's just been a lot going on, man. And also, by the way, we going to the SMU Pitt game on November 2nd as well. So
Which is their homecoming.
Which is their homecoming. So SMU gonna be in your town, in your hometown.
You trying to hit a Stephen A? Tell him we coming. That what you?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Tell them we coming. You feel me? Tell them we coming.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, let me get to these comments real quick. Here we go. Well, that happened. So what up, guys? For those who don't know, and I'm saying a lot because I'm trying not to laugh. Spencer's team is Atlanta Falcons. Yeah. If you've been tuning in to us, we have been saying that fall is harder than that rise. It's not over yet. It's not over.
Seattle came into your trap, and took over your trap.
He did. They did.
So, what up, Spencer? Though, what up?
What up, Spencer? And what's
up, Sade?
Yes. Did you have anything? Because we got a full slate now. We got to get to some NFL too.
All right. Well, we just get started. Any surprises from the college football ranks for the game? Did you have? I know we ain't get a chance to check out the Georgia Texas game, but like I said earlier, Texas not it. I'm surprised LSU. I ain't gonna say it was a blowout, but the fact that they scored 34 points against that good Arkansas defense, good defense, and that run pass option with the quarterback. Yeah, I'm shocked it was 34-10.
I'm not shocked that they lost. I don't know if I'm necessarily shocked by the score because Arkansas's offense is whatever it is. And I'm not saying LSU defense just is the shining tool that it needs to be. But with them only scoring 10 points, that means they were very limited. So that means, to me, without looking at the box scores or the game, LSU did a good job of stopping them at the one good thing that they was good.
Yep, exactly.
And
that run option.
So if that's the case, I'm not necessarily shocked. But, hey, it happened, right?
Yes, sir.
It happened. Forgot to put this down here. Got to get our little crawler going on.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to transition to the NFL. Want to make sure we say this one more time. We'll probably say it a couple more times. For those who are new, and even if you are a repeat offender, we love music. We want to know what you're listening to. We're going to highlight it at the end of the show. We give 2 picks. We also are going to highlight whatever you guys put out there. Put an M next to the artist, that song, the album, whatever it may be, and we'll make sure we highlight that at the end at our final segment of the music picks.
Yes, sir.
Without further ado, let's get to the NFL. A lot of things happen with the NFL that just have to be addressed. And I know we got a lot of things we could talk about, a lot of teams we should bash, but we're not going to get it in there. We got to talk about some name highlights.
Right? All right. First and foremost, Tua said he coming back. What you think?
No. I mean, I know he wasn't going to stop playing, but seriously, one more hit, and you got to call it quits. Yeah, not him call it quits, but the organization got to call it quits.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He'll come liability. Next thing you know, y'all going to get sued for millions and millions of dollars.
Here's the thing. He already is a liability. He already is. So, yeah, Tua talking about lower 3rd or 4th concussion in however many years, and they're bad when they happen. And I don't think we've seen a player get this many that's been reported because, I mean, of course, probably back then when they had jacked up segment, we've seen a lot of it. But Tua talking about lower his coming back. Not sure how I feel about it, but I'm not shocked that he's coming back. That was a good way to start it off. Okay. I want to just talk about a couple. I just want to talk about a few games here. The Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants revenge game happened. Saquon Barkley goes off for 176 yards, actually declines to break a single game record, I believe, or his single game record, 13 yards away. He went off. Revenge game because the New York Giants GM wanted to trade him. And not only did he wanted to get rid of him. Saquon Barkley left, chose to go to Philadelphia Eagles. That is the same division that the New York Giants in. And did he have a field day?
Yep, he did.
What a revenge game. What a revenge tour. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They played them again. Saquon Barkley probably has the sickest revenge game out there that happened. I don't think I've seen it happen quite like that. because he's a running back, because he has to depend on either running the ball or catching it. The way that he did it, and from that position, it was a thing of beauty. What you think about it?
It was thanking me, man. That's how you get revenge, man. And hey, the fact that I think it was a clip around saying that he wanted his teammates to play instead of him breaking his own record. I got
They
to
want to
salute.
see the youngins.
Yeah, I have to salute that, but ain't no way if I'm playing. If I have a chance to break my own record, I'm breaking that record. Until I break that record, all right, young Jock can do whatever. But hey, it. I mean, for them, it was good.
I believe that was a good move by him because he does have an injury history. So rather than take your revenge out and Murphy's Law takes place, sit down on the bench. You did enough for the day.
Man,
You did enough.
Y'all beat him. Yeah.
What game you want to go to next?
Let's go to the Commanders and Panthers. We're gonna go to that one.
All right.
Commanders beat the Panthers 40-7. No shock there. But Jaden Daniels was out with a rib injury.
Did you see the hit though?
Yeah, it didn't look like it was, it didn't look bad, but of course, I don't know how it happened. I mean, I saw it happen, but just little things like that. So they say he's gonna be day to day or week to week. If I'm watching, just go ahead and sit him out until everything get recovered, because y'all riding a high. Y'all riding a real good high right now. And don't rush him back. Don't rush him back too soon. Y'all still ain't even got. I don't believe y'all got started in y'all divisional games yet. So you still have to play Dallas. You still have to play Philadelphia. The Giants, of course, with them, which should be an easy win. But but that one right there in particular. But it's just him. It ain't them. So go ahead.
Yeah, with the Commanders, like, yes, Jaden Daniels is playing very good. It's proof that if you get a quarterback, things can happen. We saw it with C.J. Stroud. We saw it with Jordan Love. You get a quarterback, things can happen. Real good things, especially if you tailor that system to them.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Washington is this. They got a good run game. Their defense is pretty good. Dan Quinn is the head coach, so they got a new regime. Cliff Kingsbury calling that offense. The thing that they need to do, like you said, is make sure they rest him. If you take a loss or an L, it's not that big of a deal. You're playing real good. You're playing for the future, not just for the present. And when it comes to the Carolina Panthers, you should be disgusted because not only did you do Bryce Young wrong, but Andy Dalton is doing just what Kerry and I knew, which is 11 for 16, 2 interceptions, 93 yards. You could have had Bryce Young in there. But here's a sick thing. Here's a sick thing, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody tuning in, here's a sick thing. The sad part about it is we knew this was going to happen. No quarterback can come in there in that rotten situation and make it any better than what it is without total change going on. And you know what they say, change starts from the top, and that means the owner, who is a disgusting creature anyway, and he's still at the top.
Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, we seen from experience with Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, aka the Red Rifle. He had his time with Cincinnati Bengals. He did his thing. I ain't gonna lie. In his prime, he was that guy. Then he got traded. He went to us. He had maybe a couple good games. Then he didn't a lot after that. He ain't have a lot of games.
Like Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Just like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He got traded to Carolina. So Andy, I ain't gonna say you might need to call it quits just yet, but you might have to get out of that little funky little situation right now.
So. Well, it's the fact that they tried to put trust in him too. That's a crazy part.
Yeah, like he was like y'all putting him in instead of Bryce. Like he was gonna lift y'all to the
one game y'all won. He's lost every other game. What's good, Black
Raiden?
And this is from G. He needs to call it quits like real talk. He should take the page from Andrew Luck's page. That is in regards to Tua Tagovailoa. I absolutely agree. Andrew Luck, smart of you. You're a Stanford man.
You're a Stanford man, so you smart in general.
So, smart of you to do that. I think Tua, after all these things, I don't know how that contract will unfold. I feel like he's made a little bit of money. And who knows? I mean, you won in Alabama. You're in Miami. Maybe you consider Dan do something in that second life or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe become an established businessman. Who knows? I don't know what your other passions are. I get it. You want to keep playing, but dude, they said that you studied MMA to learn how to slide.
What good is that helping? But I mean, with him, with somebody that's 24, 25, 26 years old, and he's been doing this for like, see, he's doing this since he was a kid, and you
He
know,
also ain't get concussions like
and
this
he,
when he was a
he
kid,
also
though.
didn't get, but he still got hit.
No, for sure.
But for him, he probably saying like, I've been doing this pretty much all my life, and it's kind of hard for me to stop doing what I've been doing since I was years old. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's a tough call, but more than likely he's gonna be back out there. Should he be back out there? It's just a chance you take with playing football.
Man, at this point, homie playing with his life. That's my only thing. I want to go to a game that I was happy that took place. Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. Detroit Lions won. It would have been a different score had David Montgomery lost. And again, this is my team that I said is the best in NFC, regardless of the record, simply because one, we all believe they should have won last year.
Mm-hmm.
But number two, like they just got it going. And even though Aiden Hutchinson, their defensive end, who's injured and out the rest of the year, wasn't there, they still look pretty decent on defense, enough to make one or two good plays. And at the end of all of that, you got Jared Goff still playing at a high level. Now, Jameson Williamson, I believe that's his last name, Williamson or Williams.
Yeah,
Williamson is now out for 2 games for PED use.
God.
So he can't stay out of trouble. He was in trouble for gambling. He was hurt.
That's got the locks, right?
Yeah, from Alabama, the speedy dude. He was in trouble for gambling. He's in trouble. He was hurt. Now he in trouble for PED use. Like, I don't know if this young fella is gonna stay on his team come next year because he's becoming more of a nuisance than anything. But shout out to Detroit. I said they were the best team. This ain't a bragging thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying that I feel like we talked with Devin before. You and I talked. You said Minnesota was the best, and they still are good. Their defense is hellified, but the Detroit Lions seem to crack that code.
Yeah.
And when it comes to what's going on with this, I'm very, very, very interested to see because NFC North might be the best division of football right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm echo your words. They are the best division in football. Great game, by the way. Great game by Minnesota. Lions got the best of them. Jared Goff been playing. He been playing
out his mind.
He been playing out his mind, man. And I can't deny it. And when you have two of the best teams in the NFC playing, that's exactly what you get. The NFC North has come back. We still ain't talking about Chicago. They low key creeping up on the come up. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony there. If you know, you know. Wow. But like I said, Detroit handled business. And I might have to take back what I said since Minnesota lost. And well, let's get to the other game. Well, let's get to our game, man. If you know
why,
if you know the Denver Broncos beat the Saints on Thursday Night Football, beat us pretty good. I'm gonna just roll out the excuse. We were injured. We don't have a lot of people. But you know what? Nah, F that. Forget that. Our defense, the thing that we pride ourselves on, did not come to play, and that is sad to say for our organization and our team. The thing that we at least lean our hats on. Now, I know the average person would say, well, our defense sucks. Well, of course, they tire right now because our offense can't get nothing going on. But what I saw last Thursday was a team that pretty much quit when the game. I ain't gonna say when the game started, but probably after their first quarter, it was a done deal. And I know the offense tried to get things going on, but it just wasn't working. So Spencer Rattler, I know you're a rookie, so we're giving you grace. I'm gonna say this. I'm just ending on that.
The game was terrible. It was terrible because the lack of tackling that was going on. And I know a lot of teams have the issue right now, but the lack of tackling that was going on. Also, the play calling. Play calling is still atrocious. And we are riddled with injuries, but that's no excuse because a lot of teams are. It's an effort thing. And honestly, y'all gave me one wish, which was drafting the quarterback. Even if he don't work out, that was one wish. Here's my second one. It's time for Dennis Allen to go. It's time. I understand you a coach believer and you one that just want to, I guess, stay loyal and get it right when you get it right. Hey, they got rid of Pete Carmichael. They need to get rid of Dennis Allen. I say get rid of Dennis Allen because they have to clean house. They still have not cleaned house from Sean Payton era, and we are still suffering those same effects. Clean house, get another coach. It's time. If you want to see anything of substance in the NFC South from the Saints, for you, we got a clean house. He's not the coach. He wasn't the coach when he was in Oakland. He's not the coach now. Get rid of him. It's time. I'm sick of it. By the end of the year, he needs to be gone so you don't screw up nobody else's career. Jake Hayner or Spencer Rattler and Alvin Kamara, who I hope it ain't true, but it's always rumors floating around there that he talking about he want to trade.
Wait, he just signed for 2 more years, $26 million.
I don't know why he did that. I would have held on to the I would have held on to the end of the season until I see the changes happen.
And let me tell you what Alvin Kamara said after the game. I never seen the dome so empty before the game was over.
Well, spill out so empty, yeah.
Spill out, yeah. And he was like, that tells you everything.
Yep. Real quick before we get to one more thing that we gotta address. The New York Jets, Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, they talk about it.
Aaron Rodgers. I don't. Anybody who follows football knows that Aaron Rodgers, if you have anything about yourself, is a nuisance, and he's a butthole. That's one. He's very arrogant, cocky, condescending, monotone, the whole 9 yards. That's one. Aaron Rodgers is that. The thing that is happening with the I said Detroit, I'm about to say, with the New York Jets is karma. Karma from Aaron Rodgers and actually getting him. You got rid of the head coach, Robert Saleh. You said he was a problem. You get a new head coach in there, you still don't win the game. Then you get Devontae Adams in there, and you still don't win the game. And I get it. It's more than one thing that contributed to it. But the number one thing, the number one person to blame is the one that y'all brought in to win the Super Bowl.
So,
on the converse side of that, everybody questioned Mike Tomlin. I know I did. Russell Wilson showed up and played. Not saying it was the best, not saying it's the worst, but I do believe Russell Wilson was making throws, unfortunately, that Justin Fields probably would not have made.
Yeah.
For any Pittsburgh fan, I'm throwing the shot at you know who I'm talking to if you're watching this. You can't hate Russ because Russ is doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, you can say Russ might have made some throws at the receiver, had to sit up there and work hard for it. Well, here's the thing. At least he made the throw. If you want to be mad, or if you think Russell Wilson is washed or whatever, that's fine. I have no beef with you. I'm going to say this, knowing full well that it might look different in 2 weeks. Russell Wilson can throw a ball better than Justin Fields. Justin Fields may have the legs. You know what happens when you got legs? Unless you Rex Ryan, you don't win games by running the ball.
You don't win games by running. And I mean, look, Justin Fields, and I don't know what specifically is going on with him, but it's crazy. It's crazy to say that we have a rookie right now in Jaden Daniels and also Caleb Williams, whatever. But Jaden Daniels has seemed like everything has kind of he figured out a lot of things right now. You feel me? But Justin Fields, and we both said it while we were watching the game, Russell Wilson was throwing balls that Justin Fields can't. And it ain't
at least attempting.
Exactly, or at least attempting. And Justin Fields probably would have threw the ball out of bounds and threw it like 5 yards underway or tried to run. And Russell Wilson just throwing it out there and letting his receivers pick, like Pickens go get the ball. Pickens made some real good catches that game.
He showed he ain't just talking trash.
He showed he just ain't talking trash. And that's the one thing about Pickens. Pickens, they interviewed for Mad, Pickens believe he is a 99. Rightfully so, because if he's in another good quarterback situation, a la, let's say, LA Chargers with Justin Herbert, or if he was
the Rams, you go to Rams.
The Rams with Matthew Stafford, any more Detroit, Jared Goff. If he was in Tampa Bay, George be making, man, the amount of catches he would be making right now, it'd be crazy off the wall.
So I want to go to a surprise and then two funny things.
Okay.
Surprise win, not that they won, but the Jaguars won over the Patriots. Jaguars are now 2-5. Shout out to you for doing what you're supposed to do, Jacksonville Jaguars, for this week and this week only. I will not get in your butt like I usually do. Now, to the funny thing.
Yep.
Seattle Seahawks beat the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
Spencer, if you're still in here, you might want to turn this down. Look at the
They came into your trap.
It's about to start. The demise is coming early.
It took over your trap.
The demise is coming early. I'm laughing at that. Also, Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
No shocker there.
Yeah. Oh, the Chiefs in San Francisco.
Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Hey, here's a storyline that I'm tired of. Kansas City and San Francisco being in the same sentence. We're taking San Francisco out of there for now. Anything involving Kansas City, cut it. Cut it out. Cut it out. It's done.
Done, yeah.
I don't want to hear it no more. Brock Purdy looked really, really average. He's been looking decent this year. He looked really, really average. And before we sit up here and say weapons are missing and things like that, everybody got weapons missing. Before we say defense is not showing up the way, everybody's defense not showing up the right way. But Kansas City keep winning, and I hate it to my very core because I really need you to lose the game.
Yeah, I thought San Francisco was gonna. I mean, they put up a good fight, but them turnovers by Brock Purdy, man, it was just some nasty turnovers. Even Patrick Mahomes, hey, did he turn the ball over in the end zone? Yeah, he turned the ball over in the end zone. It is what it is.
It's okay, Spencer. Read my lips.
It's okay.
Last thing before we move off the NFL, the Green Bay Packers beat the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans offense looks very different without Nico Collins. You got Stephon Diggs doing Stephon Diggs things, but I did like the quote where he said, "I'm not that person that's gonna be the bigger person."
I'm always holding.
I can't be mad about that. I'm always holding.
I'm not mad.
I think that's the energy that Houston Texans need. I'm not gonna lie, but Houston lost barely. It came down to the very end. Somebody said it perfectly. Green Bay Packers beat the Houston Texans at their own game. This is what I'll say about this. It's not no diss against Houston. This is going to anybody who doubted Jordan Love at first. I won't say no last names, but you know who I always put at the top of that comment. I still am not hearing people apologize for how he started playing, even though he had never played before. He never played for Green Bay before he started playing last year. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, he was a rookie. I need people to really, really, really apologize because that man is balling. He is continuing the good Green Bay Packers quarterback legacy. And also, you're not giving this man his just due. Not you who are paying attention, but to the world. Give Jordan Love his just due because at the end of the day, that man is balling.
Yes, sir.
And the
defense is the truth.
And that is one thing that I did not think that was going to come from this game because I thought their defense was suspect, and they proved me wrong. I can't even lie.
Ain't lie, man.
I can't even lie. All right. We are running a tad bit. Like I said, y'all, we had a lot of things to catch up on. So we want to get to the WNBA, and then we're going to give y'all a little basketball thing, but we might say the basketball thing before the music picks. So let's do WNBA first.
All right.
WNBA finally ended. The New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx were in the finals. It went to game 5. I don't know no statistics on how many times it goes to game 5, but this was a very thrilling series, one that did not involve the Las Vegas Aces, who were the 2-time defending champions, followed by the best player in WNBA right now, Asia Wilson. So you have Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, you had Nafisha Collier. And what's McBride first name?
McBride.
I forgot her first name. I can look it up. You good.
Okay.
But you go ahead and start off. Like I said, basketball is your expertise. So you start that off. What did you think of the series and then that final game before we go?
All right. So the series was pretty good. I thought Minnesota was going to handle business. And you could clearly see, I'm not about to act like I watched the whole game 5 series because I did watch game 3 when the Liberty had won, and then of course game 5. Watch that game. Game 5, great game. The officials let the players play. They let them decide the game until the 4th quarter when we was watching the game. And Caleb McBride. Until we was watching the game, Caleb McBride had a great game. Nafisha Collier had a great game, and the fact that the Liberty, their best players on that team. And he got called it a spade. They did not show up. They did not show up for the game. We saw when Sabrina, when her her 3 ball ain't going, she is the least effective player on the court. Brianna Stewart, good defensive players, made some good defensive plays in that game. Shot one falling. And it's sad that what I'm about to say, but watching that game with the last 2 minutes, great game. The Minnesota Lynx had got up by 2, and they fouled Brianna Stewart, which I don't think was a foul. She missed not one, but both her free throws in the clutch. And Minnesota got a bag. They missed it, but they just had one. For 20 seconds or 30 seconds, all they had to do was just play one good defense. And the officials had the audacity not to call a travel, not to call a double dribble, and then called a blatant foul, and then went back to review it with a challenge from the Lynx and said, "No, it was a foul." But again, the officials, and I'm giving y'all the flag for that. The officials in the last waning minutes of the game was just god awful horrible, and that's sad to say. But also with the WNBA Players Association, they are opting out of the CBA, so who knows, man? This might be a long offseason for the WNBA.
So in regards to the CBA, that's a collective bargaining agreement. The WNBA Players and Players Association are opting out of that because they want to negotiate a new collective bargaining agreement.
To get that paper.
Meaning they want to get some more paper. They want better terms on certain things. So they're looking to renegotiate with the WNBA, and rightfully so. After a record year of viewership, they want a bigger piece of the pie because now that people are attending, you have to say it's the product or the people on the floor, which they call the product, and not the sport itself. Mm-hmm. So they're showing up for the people. They deserve a bigger piece of the pie. We should see where this goes. They have, I believe, until the end of 2025 season, which I'm hoping they'll get that worked out because right now the WNBA or women's basketball in general is at an all-time high in terms of eyeballs on the game.
Yep.
So yes, that was a good call out. I think we both saw that.
Yes, sir.
In terms of the WNBA Finals Game 5, before Minnesota, which their coach was saying they were cheated out of the game, before we can talk about them being cheated, and I'm not saying that the call wasn't bad, before we can talk about them being cheated, let's talk about how they didn't take care of business when they stole a game in New York and went back for 2 more games in Minnesota, and they lost game 3, which meant that it was going back to New York. Let's talk about also how the Minnesota Lynx were up by 15 again. Not saying everything was fine, but you were up by 15 and could not keep that lead with the Sabrina Ionescu, which is their best 3-ball shooter, shooting 1 for 19 all night on the court. Brianna Stewart, even though she wound up with 13 points at the end of the game, was shooting atrociously before that. Their best player was a role player, which my mouse ain't moving. So Sabali.
Came off the bench.
Sabali was their best player, and really showed out. Also Jones too.
Jacquees Jones. She played before.
She did, but what I say before we say anything about the refs being called and all that, the ref making a bad call is this: when the game ended regulation, meaning the full quarter, meaning it was a tie game, it went into overtime. You know how many points the Minnesota Lynx scored in overtime?
How many?
2.
Eesh.
You know how many the New York Liberty scored? 7. I know what y'all saying. 2 and 7 is a 5-point difference. But if you saw that overtime, you'll know how bad it looked. The Minnesota Lynx they look like they just gave up at that. They didn't get into Nafisha. They didn't get into Kayla. Well, Kayla got a couple shots, but they never got the ball to Nafisha, which is their best player. And I think that attributed to them losing the game. Should have went to overtime? That's debatable. We don't think it should have.
Right.
But it did go to overtime, meaning you had 5 more minutes to prove why you should have won and why you should have been calling yourself champions today, and you did nothing but score 2 points. And I think those came off of free throws.
Yep. So, yeah, man, it's tough.
Spencer going crazy with the picks. I say get your money.
I
agree.
I
agree. Right now, if not now, when? If not you, then who? If not why, then what? And I know what that what is. What you gonna pay me?
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
All right. Let's see. What is it you want to touch on?
Well, let's go ahead and do the topics, and we'll get into the NBA stuff right before we do the music picks.
Okay.
So, you want to tell them what we're going to?
All right. So the first The first segment that we have is Flag on the Play, and pretty much Flag on the Play is when we see coaches, players, anybody in sports do anything egregious. I feel that is our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out. So with no further ado, my flag on the play goes to one more time. He needed one more time. All right. If you don't know, Tony Bennett last Thursday retired from he was the head coach of the Virginia Cavaliers in Virginia, of course. He won a national championship with them. He was the head coach with Virginia for 15 years. If you don't know about him, I'm just give you just a brief explanation of what his play style is. It's 1920s basketball. You pass the ball till like 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and then you try to score. That's what's his type of brand of basketball. It won a one championship then, but also it got them embarrassed a lot of times when they lost to Maryland, some school in Maryland. But the reason he's getting flagged on the play is because he retired, walked away from those kids 2 weeks before the season even started.
Roughly 20 days.
Roughly 20 days before the season even started. And the explanation was, he said what he said. Me personally, he gave up on them because he just pretty much quit on them. He need to reimburse them kids their money. Those kids should go wherever they need to go. And also, they came there because of you. I don't know why they would come to Virginia and play under you. That play style is just horrible to watch.
Maybe like the DMV, man.
It have DMV, but you know what I'm saying? The good one, the cold ones ain't going to Virginia to play that slow brand. But anyway, he quit on the team. I think he said something to the sort of he don't like the way it is, like the NIL money and all that. But fam, you knew what was going on. You knew what was going on
last year.
You knew what was going on last year. So don't act like the NIL money is the reason. Like all of this, like all of this is the reason. Like you lose your mind and your brain. Like bro, no, like you quit for no reason before the season, even 2 weeks before the season started. Bro, there ain't no way around from that. Sir, you deserve flag on the play. You deserve more than that, but you get flag on the play right now. Nope. Can they still transfer? I hope they can.
I don't think they can transfer this year, though.
Nah,
with it being right before the season, I don't think they can transfer before the season.
They just want to have to figure it out. And for whoever the assistant coach is, the interim head coach, please play a faster brand of basketball, just for my sake, just for me, please. Thank you. That's it.
And shout out to you, Tanya. What's up, Tanya?
What's up, Tanya?
My flag on the play, I got two of them.
Okay.
The first one goes to the Cleveland Browns fans booing Deshaun Watson after suffering a torn ACL injury. I understand what Deshaun Watson did. Not saying anything's wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But the Buddhist man, after he get hurt and he in tears, like Cleveland. You want to know why you can't have nothing nice?
Yep, talk it.
This is why you can't have nothing nice. Again, if y'all really wanted to make a statement and prove something to the owner and the GM who got him in, you would have stopped showing up to the games. But oh, no, y'all were excited. You were looking for the best thing since Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham. So you went and got Deshaun Watson and eventually Amari Cooper. And you still, maybe some of y'all booed, but a lot of y'all were cheering because you were excited about it. And then Joe Flacco came in and y'all went to the playoffs and y'all got excited. But what did you do this year? You still showed up, selling out the stadium. So for you to still sit up there and give your money away, knowing the product and the person that you were supporting, and then going to boo him after he got injured, I'm disappointed in the fans. I understand that you might feel some type of way about his off-field activities, but not when the man hurt. Who likes kicking somebody when they down? That's one. Number two, flag on the play go to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, who has been under much scrutiny this year after his team doesn't look very good. And I'm being generous when I say that. Jerry Jones gets a flag on the play this week because it just don't seem like he got all his wits about him. Jerry Jones, who could have gotten Derrick Henry, who had a house out here. I don't know if he still do. Who worked out in Dallas in the offseason, who actually said he wanted to come play for the Dallas Cowboys, did not wind up going to the Dallas Cowboys. No. He went to the Baltimore Ravens, where he's only electrifying, lighting it up, and killing it over there. Through 7 to 8 games, he has 870-something odd yards. You know how many all the Cowboys running backs have right now? 400-something yards combined, all of them.
And how much do you have again?
870-something yards through 7 to 8 games. Projection-wise, he's on pace to break Eric Dickerson's running back single season record of 2,100 and something odd yards. No, he's doing that out there in Baltimore. And Jerry Jones said the reason why he didn't go get him is because he doesn't fit what we do. Well, what do you do, Jerry? What do you do right? Because don't seem like you're doing anything right. You can't throw, you can't pass, you can't sack, you can't stop a pass, you can't sit up there and run the ball, you can't coach right, you can't coach defense or offense right, you can't sit up there and get good players in the building that really want to play. Everybody attacking you. You ain't a good owner right now from the looks of it. Like, what are you doing right as the face of the Dallas Cowboys? Jerry Jones, you get a flag on the play for looking senile.
Well, then. All right. So, that great, by the way.
Hold on one second.
They lose. That's what the Cowboys do. And you are totally right. You are 1,000% right.
That's absolutely right.
And let's keep hoping they lose. All right. So the next segment that we have is when light comes at you fast. And pretty much when light comes at you fast is when you're on a helicopter and you had a parachute on and you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15. You jump off the helicopter plane with your parachute on, and that parachute don't work. And this is what happens. All right, so my one light comes fast is the Philadelphia 76ers, particularly Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid says he doesn't think he's going to play back-to-back games in the NBA. Now, the reason he's getting when light comes at you fast, because no good deed goes unpunished. No good deed goes unpunished. Everybody else can play 82 games. The guys back in the 90s, back in the 2000s, if they have any injuries, they would have played back-to-backs. But the thing that I just want to focus with him is you ain't gonna be young forever. You ain't gonna be young forever. I think 28, 29. You still in your prime. It ain't like you just getting beat up the most while you out there like Shaq or anybody else that's that dominant. And if the Jokic and this is why Jokic always get the best play, not the best big man, not only the best big man, but the best player in the NBA is because he shows up to work. He show up to work day in and day out, and you can see the effort that he puts in. And it's a lot of days as a guy that works 5 days out of the week. It be days that I get up and go work out in the morning, early in the morning. I'm talking about before the sun even come up. It be days I don't want to get up and go work out. But guess what? I have to do what I have to do because I want to be healthy. It be days I don't want to go in the office and work. It be a lot of days. But guess what? I put my mind to it. I listen to my music, pray to the good Lord up above, and I go work and make it a productive day. So if I can do it, then you can do it, especially if you get paid to play something that you love to do. And you can't call yourself the best if you playing half the games when you know you can play more than the game. So hey, when life comes fast goes in.
Real quick from a couple comments. Parachute didn't open. LOL. It's from Mama. Really, Kerry.
Love you, Mama.
I need to make this bigger. Can you read it?
Yeah, I can. Sanchez says he's keeping it slow. He was Tony's right hand, rooted for Jay Willie. But Sanchez, cool. I am for NIL, but they need to rein that in for player development so kids can truly benefit. Okay. All right. I see what you said. I see what you're saying, Tony. Great point, Kerry. Joker does show up for work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Preach, church.
Tabernacle.
Hey, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
That's my icon.
And Joel Embiid, you said 28, 29. He turned 30, I think.
Okay.
Last March. So
Last March, okay.
He getting ready to get out that thing. He getting ready to get out that thing real
young
soon.
forever, man. Take advantage of everything you can right now.
You definitely not. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at my money shot. I won't keep y'all on. My money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget. When you hear it, when you see it, when you feel it, come back to this here podcast. Listen to the whole thing just because you can. And remember, you heard it here first. Here's my, I've got to switch the thing. Money shot. My money shot, again, goes to Saquon Barkley. And yeah, it's about money this time because he went and got paid. And then when he got paid, he went and dropped 176 yards on you idiots. After you paid Daniel Jones. Who cares? The scrub, the man that made you who you are, you chose not to pay and you went with Daniel Jones. I smell something funny. Is you smart or you dumb? You paid Daniel Jones, and now you're going to probably release him next year. Or at least you should.
Trade him.
Brian Daboll, you lost your job most likely because you ain't winning no more games. Saquon Barkley was the heart of your team, and yet you chose to let him go. That goes to the GM too, because he got to be fired for that. Actually, he should have been fired after this game. How dare y'all release Saquon? I'm sorry, let him walk out the door. Don't get anything from it. And then you let him go to the people that's right up, what they call it, I-95 or whatever, something like that. You let him go down the turnpike. That's what they say. You let him go down the turnpike, return home with a vengeance, with a better offensive line, with a better team, with people that's going to probably love him, a community that he knows and loves, and you let him come in your house, in your trap. Go ahead.
He went in your trap and took over your trap.
He took over your trap. Yes, Saquon Barkley, you get the money shot right there, and you rightfully deserve it. What a bunch of buffoons. How dare you?
Man.
All right. We are nearing the end of the show. We actually did good on time. We are near the end of the show. Let me check, see what we got up in here. There we go. That's a great one. Okay. Okay. All right. So we got a couple things. NBA season starts today. It's on right now. First game. He's real excited. So in honor of this, and to let you know what his real skill set is and how good he is, how cold he is, I got 5 things that I'm gonna ask him real quick. And I guess we're gonna call it rapid fire. I don't know.
Rapid fire, man.
So here we have, and if you want to describe why I said automatic NBA insight, what is automatic?
All right, man. It's me. Well, shout out to my coach back in the day, high school coach Rick Huckabee. He gave me the name automatic because my jump shot was nice. You feel me? So big shout out to Rick Huckabee. Shout out to Coach Bush, Coach Hill, all y'all. Shout out to all y'all. But it's definitely rest in peace to Coach Huckabee as well. But yeah, automatic, that's a nickname that he gave me. And I stay with it. So I mean, it is what it is.
Came with this off the spot. So if he needs any help, he'll let me know.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna need no help. All right, so going 5 things right now, right?
Okay.
Give me 5 overrated teams in the NBA.
5 overrated teams. All right, Milwaukee. I want to start with that. Milwaukee. I think Phoenix may be. Phoenix may be a little bit. What about the Lakers, bro?
Yeah.
The Lakers. Number 2, Philadelphia might be, man. I think Philadelphia, and then I'm gonna go number 1. I think the New York Knicks may be a little bit overrated.
Oh wow!
I think they may be a little bit overrated.
Okay, we're gonna get into it next week, so we can remember all this. But okay. Ooh, the Knicks, huh? Ooh,
Knicks, man.
All right, give me 4 underrated teams.
All right, the 4 underrated teams I'm gonna put out. Number 4, we're gonna go with Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, that's number 4. Number 3 is a team that they played in the playoffs, the Orlando Magic. I think the Orlando Magic might make some surprise this season. All right, let me see. Oh, number 2, the the Sacramento Kings,
Mm.
and number 1, the Houston Rockets.
Mm.
Houston Rockets, look out. Jalen Green, 3rd year, I think he's gonna do some good things.
All right.
I'm not but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Give me 3 players that we need to look out for, no matter their age in terms of rookie, vet, or whatever. Give me 3 players we need to look out for this year.
All right, we're gonna look out. The first one is gonna be Jalen Green for the Houston Rockets. Number 2, I just want to see if LaMelo Ball going to stay healthy.
I'm with you.
I want to see if LaMelo Ball going to stay healthy. That's number 2. And number 1, one of the biggest acquisitions this offseason, Klay Thompson.
Ooh, good one.
We gotta watch out for Klay Thompson.
Good one. All right, we almost at the end. Give me 2 of the biggest NBA moves in the offseason that you think. Like, what's the 2 biggest ones that you think?
The one, I think Karl Anthony Towns with the Knicks is going to be a good one because Mitchell Robinson is out right now. So we're gonna go with Karl Anthony Towns number 1. And you know what? DeMar DeRozan with the Sacramento Kings. He had add a little mid-range to the game. You have another scorer because Sabonis he be up and down. Like he just like the stocks. You can never. He ain't just leveling out. Like he is always up and down. So yeah. So DeMar DeRozan and Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay. And then number 1, will Boston repeat?
No, they won't.
Okay.
No, they won't.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's automatic NBA insight right there. That's something we just came up with, honestly. So that's giving it to you different ways right there. But hey, good job. That was on the spot. We really just came up with that. We got a wild blasphemy from Aunt Alexis about the LA Lakers, but I agree with that man on that one. Overrated like a mug, bro.
When they got Bronny James, that's when everything I couldn't take them seriously right now.
Went downhill. Shout out to Dalton Connect.
Shout out to Dalton Connect for sure.
Shout out to Dalton Connect. All right. Well, we are nearing the end of the show, but like we said, we want to make sure that we highlight and shout out. Mother says, good job. We want to make sure we highlight and shout out what y'all have put in for y'all music picks. It's not too late to submit. Put an M next to the artist, song, album. We'll make sure we highlight that here right now before we give y'all our picks. And we got quite a few. So
let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So first from GR Houston Jack, we have Joyful by Dante Bowe.
Okay.
All right. That's you next.
All right. We have Olivia by the Whispers.
Okay.
Shout out to the Whispers.
Shout out to the Whispers.
All right.
Here We Go by Coco Jones.
All right, Cuzzo.
All right.
Ooh.
I'll blow it up if I need to.
No. So we have Sting, Englishman in New York. I'm on the overseas pimp-ish. And so was Sting with this one. Just pimping all over New York, baby. Just pimping all over New York.
All right,
Spencer.
That's Spencer. Okay, what we got here?
Art of Noise, beatbox. So for those who thought Timbaland was making beat with just our sounds, this is where his style came from. Hip hop history.
He got a lot of them, so we got another one by.
All right. And we have, let's see,
craft work.
Yeah, craft work. Tour de France.
Now, if you remember Turbo doing his damn thing with the broom, with the beat steak.
And this song, We Will Always Be Fam.
I'm struggling right now. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, breaking. Okay. Woo! Okay, breaking. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, I was struggling now. I thought it was me.
Don't worry about it.
Dang,
Never Lose Me by Flo Milli. It's Flo Milli, baby.
Dang Atlanta fans. Bed Kim by Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina got a cold out.
Man, I gotta check it out, man. I have to check. I'm gonna check it out.
A lot of people.
I've been on that fifth though.
Coming to Life by Michael Franks.
All right.
Okay. And here's another one. Sorry, that was Aunt Alexis and then Tanya. Sorry about that, y'all. We see y'all name, but I'm supposed to say it too. All right, go ahead.
Madhouse, aka Prince, the first song that won the agency battle of the band 6. I know you don't know it. Back in '96, and somebody from Bama on one. Hear a marching band do this song. OMG.
Hey,
Well-
HBCUs do it better.
Well, you know, Grambling, they could have probably did that because we don't know what they was
Hey,
playing.
shout out, hey, and I don't, you know,
Hey, we don't do none of that.
shout out to Arkansas Power Bluff Band. What? They was killing it.
Yeah.
They was killing it. Lying in the Hands of God by Dave Matthews Band. Okay. We appreciate y'all. Y'all got it in.
Y'all got some good ones. Y'all gotta check it out.
Y'all had your boy struggling here for a minute.
Man.
You went in the crate. No, he definitely did.
Facts.
We kept him waiting too long. He said, "I'm getting all my picks out." I'll be up there in 1 second. Well, yeah, we want to thank all y'all for sure.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate it, really do.
And I just want to I'm gonna tell you my picks.
I'm about to put it up there for you.
Okay.
I got you.
But you know, just for some, just a little quick story for my picks that I brought. Of course, I was on YouTube listening to music anyway. So the first one is WizKid featuring Brent Fayez, "Piece of My Heart." Great song, great video. The next one that I have is from a Japanese artist. The name is Double. It was a group with her and her sister. You know, they did their thing. Unfortunately, sister had passed away due to brain hemorrhage. But the name of the song is called Angel. The name of the artist / group, whatever, is called Double. Great song. If y'all can listen to the song, you ain't gonna know what she's saying unless you can speak Japanese. But it sounds so good. She sounds so good. I don't know what she's saying, but it sounds good. So y'all please go check it out. WizKid featuring Brent Fayez, "Piece of My Heart," Double, Angel.
Wow.
Please go check it out. Y'all ain't gonna know look at what she's saying, but it sounds good. Go ahead.
I guess. I'm gonna leave yours up there because I didn't put it up there first because I was just shocked you still put it on there.
Yeah. Gotta go get some grants sometime.
No, you don't.
Today I did.
My two picks, the SOS Band, "Just Be Good to Me," and then Sybil, "Don't Make Me Over."
Don't make me over.
Once again, the SOS Band, "Just Be Good to Me," and then Sybil, "Don't Make Me Over." Those are my two picks right there.
All right, man.
And listen to it all weekend.
Man, I've been listening to it all weekend, man. Hey, it sounds good. It sounds so good.
Cause this man was listening to it all weekend, man. Got some good. Hey, y'all
appreciate
y'all
it, man.
did too. Y'all
did too.
I got a story for you. Snap.
Oh,
Story time with Spencer. We might need to make that the second. Because he be having me dying. All right, y'all. I know we kept y'all a little bit over an hour. We had to get through a few things, try to, do a couple things. We appreciate y'all for hanging in there with us. You got anything to say before we get out?
I appreciate it. It's my favorite time of the year. All sports, get ready to go, baby.
All sports, baby. All sports. We are here. We are fear. I'm sorry. We are here. We are clear. Sorry about that. I was going to do something clever. Anyway, we're here. We're clear. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. Again, I know we say a lot of stuff. It be delayed sometimes, but we do got a lot coming. There's been a lot going on these past 2 weeks, but it's coming. Real, it's coming. It's coming. All right. Anyway, thank y'all so much. We thank y'all so much. Once again, that's Carrie. I'm Gary. And we are GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig.
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Y'all take it easy. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we shall see y'all